This wasn't a business trip. This wasn't diplomacy. This wasn't charity. This was a hunt, and the prey was a billionaire. Because while the world was distracted by raids, arrests, and whispered money trails in Dubai, a far more explosive weapon entered the arena last night. Not documents, not ledgers, humiliation. Personal, surgical, reputation-destroying humiliation. A woman with nothing to gain and everything to lose stepped forward, and she brought receipts. Her message detonated across elite circles like a controlled blast. Meghan Markle didn't come to Dubai for investment. She came to take my husband. And I have the video. The woman behind this warning isn't a tabloid chaser. She isn't desperate. She isn't broke. In Dubai society, she's known simply as Soraya, a power broker, an ex-wife of one of the region's wealthiest men, and a woman who walked away from her marriage with a 9-figure settlement and her dignity intact. She doesn't speak unless she intends to finish someone. And last night, she spoke. The message wasn't posted publicly. It wasn't meant for peasants. It was shared inside a locked, invitation-only Dubai wives circle, a digital war room of women who control access, money, and social oxygen. Within minutes, it leaked. Within hours, it exploded. The American Duchess thought she could play her games in my house, the message read. She thought she could touch my husband under the table while the prince sat beside her. She forgot the walls have eyes. I see you, Meghan. Soon the world will too. That single paragraph changed everything. Because until now, the Dubai trip had one narrative: money problems, desperate deals, shadowy finance. But Soraya shattered that frame. According to her, this wasn't laundering. This was monkey branching, abandoning a failing provider in search of a richer one. The theory spreading through elite circles is brutal, the Sussex brand is bleeding, the cash flow is shrinking, and the safety net is gone. So Meghan didn't fly to the UAE to pitch Arkewell. She flew to upgrade husbands. Her target? A real estate and energy titan. Private jets, global immunity, a man who could fund the lifestyle Harry no longer could. The trap was set 3 nights before the raid, an ultra-exclusive dinner, a private Palm Jumeirah estate. No press, no phones, no outsiders, 5 couples only. Meghan and Harry were guests of honor, and according to Soraya, who still has access to the estate's security systems, Meghan didn't waste a minute. She allegedly ignored Harry entirely. She angled her body toward the host. She leaned in, she stared, she whispered. She crossed lines that don't get crossed in Dubai homes. Footsie under the table, lingering touches, soft comments about loneliness in big houses. Harry sat meters away, smiling, polite, oblivious, while his wife auditioned for his replacement. But here's where Meghan miscalculated. The billionaire wasn't flattered. He was alarmed. In Dubai, hospitality is sacred, but boundaries are law. Midway through dinner, he reportedly signaled security. Not because he was tempted, because he felt hunted. What sat beside him wasn't charm. It was predatory desperation. And Soraya says she has it all on tape. Not grainy footage, not speculation. 4K high-definition CTV with audio. According to her, the microphones picked up Meghan's pitch, and it wasn't business. I can help your image in the West, she allegedly murmured. We could be a power couple, while her husband sat 10 feet away. This is why Soraya struck now. Meghan is vulnerable, and Soraya isn't just exposing, she's warning. Lock your doors, hide your husbands, the grifter is in town. Dubai wives' WhatsApp groups are reportedly on fire. These women don't cancel you online, they erase you socially. No galas, no charities, no donations, no access. Once blacklisted, you are finished. And Meghan Markle, according to these circles, is now enemy number 1. Not a feminist icon, a threat. And Harry? This is where the humiliation turns lethal. He may have tolerated money lies. He may have swallowed public ridicule. But learning his wife was allegedly shopping for a richer man while he sat at the table cuts deeper. It confirms every warning he ignored, that he wasn't the love story, he was the stepping stone. Soraya issued a deadline. Deny it, and the footage drops. I don't need the money, she wrote. I need the truth known. Test me. Those who've seen the footage say the body language is undeniable. Predatory, calculated. The dining room camera, hidden in ceiling molding, captures everything in brutal clarity. Meghan is seated to the right of the host. Harry is across the table, engaged elsewhere. 12 minutes in, the first red flag. Meghan removes her shoe. She shifts, angles away from Harry, slides her foot beneath the glass table. The table is transparent, a fatal mistake. Her foot foot touches the host's calf, not a bump, a caress. The billionaire recoils, pulls back, looks down, then up, confused, uncomfortable. She doesn't stop. She smiles, leans in, whispers something that makes him physically flinch. Lip readers analyzing leaked low-res clips claim the words were devastating. "You have such powerful hands. I bet you could handle anything, unlike some people." A direct emasculation, delivered while seducing another man. Throughout the meal, she ignores food, laughs too loudly, touches his arm repeatedly, a major boundary violation in conservative culture. At one point, she eats fruit from his plate. Territorial, intimate, a declaration. What's yours is mine. And then there's Harry. About an hour in, something shifts. Conversation dies. He looks over, sees her hand on another man's arm, sees the gaze, the intensity. His face drops, not anger, not rage, realization. He tries to catch her eye. Meg, she waves him off like an inconvenience. That moment breaks something. Because Soraya understands something Meghan underestimated, stealing money is bad, but betraying your spouse destroys myths. It kills the fairy tale. It proves Harry wasn't the love story, he was the launch pad. And the launch pad is running out of fuel. The dinner wasn't the end, it was the audition. Because what the cameras captured next didn't happen at the table. It happened in the corridor, where reputations die quietly and denials don't work. The guests began drifting through the grand hall, wine glasses clinking, polite smiles pasted on. The billionaire excused himself, and the cameras caught what Meghan clearly believed no one would ever see. She didn't mingle, she waited. The corridor camera shows her standing alone near a marble pillar, posture stiff, eyes fixed on the restroom door. Not casual, not social. Calculated. When the host exits, she steps directly into his path, blocking him, chest to marble, no space to pass. This wasn't flirtation, it was pressure. Witnesses who viewed the enhanced audio say her hand goes flat against his chest, a cultural line you do not cross. She leans in close enough to invade breath. "Harry is done," she allegedly whispers. "He's broke. He's boring. You need a global face. I need power. We could own this city." This wasn't romance, it was a merger proposal. And the reaction is instant. No smile, no flirtation, no confusion. He removes her hand gently but decisively, steps back and says clearly enough for the microphone to catch, "Madam, you are drunk and you are married. Please return to your husband before I have you escorted out." He walks away. The footage shows her face twist, not into sadness, not embarrassment, rage. She smooths her dress, checks her reflection, and re-enters the party like nothing happened. That's not heartbreak. That's compartmentalization. And Soraya saw it all Arab billionaire's ex-wife cry. But the humiliation doesn't stop there, because the next morning at 8:00 a.m., a courier arrived at the billionaire's estate with a velvet-wrapped box and a sealed envelope marked personal and confidential. Security intercepted it, scanned it, and threw it out. Soraya retrieved it. Inside the box, a vintage Patek Philippe watch valued around $50,000. But the real weapon was the receipt. The card used? A joint card issued to Prince Harry. She bought a seduction gift for another man using her husband's money. The note, handwritten on Arcuel stationery, was worse. "Time is the only luxury we can't buy. Don't waste yours on the past. The offer still stands. Let's build an empire." The offer still stands. After rejection, after warning, after humiliation. That's not confidence, that's delusion. To a billionaire, a $50,000 watch isn't impressive, it's insulting. And the reaction wasn't laughter, it was fury. In Dubai, unwanted advances followed by gifts crossed into criminal territory. By midday, lawyers were called. A formal complaint was filed with Dubai Public Prosecution seeking a criminal restraining order, harassment, unwanted contact, continued pursuit after rejection. Imagine the headline. Duchess of Sussex slapped with restraining order by Dubai tycoon. Feminist icon? No. That narrative collapses instantly because consent matters. And this footage doesn't show empowerment, it shows pursuit without permission. And then there's Harry at 11:42 p.m. That night, while his wife was still playing hostess, a message left his encrypted device. British intelligence flagged it. The recipient wasn't a lawyer. It wasn't a friend. It was William. "I think I've made a terrible mistake. She's out of control. I don't know who she is anymore. Please tell P I'm sorry. I need a way out." That wasn't gossip. That was an SOS. The palace didn't reply with sympathy. It replied with protocol. The Windsor ultimatum was issued quietly. They would send a plane. They would provide protection. But but the conditions were brutal. Solo extraction, Harry and the children only, public distancing from royal commercial ventures, indefinite sequestration, silence, deprogramming, no interviews, a rescue at the price of surrender. Harry watched the footage alone. Locked in the bathroom with an iPad, he saw everything. The foot, the whisper, the rejection, the mockery. When he emerged, he didn't argue. He didn't scream. He dialed one number: send the plane. At 2:00 p.m., while Meghan was on a frantic Zoom call with lawyers claiming deepfake conspiracies, Harry packed one bag: passport, phone, nothing else. Downstairs, 3 black Range Rovers waited. Diplomatic plates, not hotel cars, consulate vehicles. And then, the moment Meghan realized, she burst into the lobby wearing a bathrobe and slippers, hair undone, mask on. Harry, you can't leave me. We have a plan. She lunged. 2 royal protection officers stepped between them. One raised his hand and spoke 4 words that ended everything. Step back, Miss Markle. Not Duchess, not Royal Highness, Miss Markle. Harry never turned around. The door closed. The lock clicked. The convoy moved. 2 hours later, the RAF plane lifted off. Harry broke down mid-air, not relief, but grief. Mourning the years, the warnings, the lie. Back in Dubai, Meghan was stranded. Restraining order pending. Husband gone. Credit card canceled. Video viral. 50 million views and climbing. Soraya posted one final image. A chessboard. The Queen knocking over a pawn. Checkmate. Dubai was meant to be the launch pad to billionaire status. Instead, it was the trap door. Because you can hustle money. You can spin narratives. But you cannot hustle truth. The prince went home. The grift collapsed. And the aftermath is only beginning.